Kris here, Green Sabre's Doom Telly Time, episode 97. And I'm going to do a little contest one today. Not my contest, the Beast. He's hit 600 subs, so absolute shout out, Sean, mate. Well done. Incredible turnaround for what? I mean, about a year and a half he's been doing videos. Anyway, I doffed thine cap, Sean. Top banana. Well done, 600 subs. So he's done a little contest, whatever you call it. So I'm having a go, which has come around quite nicely because, yeah, like I've been saying for a while now, I've been proper clutching at straws of what I do with these videos. I've started doing some shorts that I've, video shorts that is, that I'm terming as Green Sabre's Hot Pants. I've only done 2 so far, but there'll be another couple coming. Whilst I've got the camera out, I'll probably do another few, but anyway, wait and see. So, band updates, not much to report. Let's start with GODTHRYMM. The tracking for the new album is coming along in earnest now and going really, really nicely. The songs are already sounded amazing anyway, are getting properly fleshed out and stuff. Sean's drumming sounds just insane. And yeah, that sounded so good. Bob's putting bass down to a few things that's making it sound ace. We're getting vocal layering now. I need to go and track. I've tracked a couple of guitars so far, but I think I need to go and like properly rhythm track them soon as well. So anyway, yeah, it's sounding great. So I can't wait for you to hear it. So that's all go. Green Sabre. After our last gig in Keighley, little bit of downtime for kind of holiday and various other bits and pieces reasons, but we're going to be sort of back at it soon. Probably first week of August we'll next get back in. It's Ross's birthday towards the end of this month, so he's got a bit of leave planned, bit of exciting stuff planned. And so yeah, probably in August then. Like I say, we're going, the plan is with Green Sabre, I don't think we've got any other gigs, but I really need to check this out. I don't think I've got out else. We've had a couple of offers, but none of which we could soddy make, sadly, which is annoying. But it's kind of worked out okay, really, because I'm looking at just sort of only minimal bookings at the moment. We want the plan is to get, we've got Mountain recorded that we're going to get kind of mastered up and finished. Get that released probably just in digital format, but with a view to at the end of the year we're going to re-record the 3 big tracks off the Numb EP demo's probably better because it sounds like a demo. We're going to get them 3 properly recorded up with Mountain and potentially another new one and then have a proper full album mastered properly, recorded properly. Yeah, that's the plan at the end of the year. And then what I would like to do really is bookend that chapter of Green Sabre. It feels like a natural, right, that's us. And then we move on and record, start putting together new stuff. Now that Hamish is a fully fledged member of Green Sabre, it's so much easier on me to try and think sort of collectively. I don't feel like there's any restraints anymore with the writing process. We can just kind of do what we want. So, yeah, we're going to bookend this current chapter of Green Sabre, what has been going on for far longer than I imagined since I first thought up the idea in 2018. Sorry if I sound a bit throaty, and I'm just overcoming my latest bout of COVID that I've had now for the millionth time. So that's why I sound a bit under weather. But anyway, so that's the Green Sabre updates. CROWSBLOOD updates, not a massive amount to report. Again, holiday bits and pieces, work sort of got in the way of a few things, but we're plugging away in the background. The mastering is now sorted for the forthcoming album, so we're just sort of in the process now of we need to get like EPKs done and stuff like that, new band photos, and then it's going to get the big push. So watch this space. But like I say, we're hoping for some physical on that front, but we're hoping that someone's going to put that out for us. So yeah. Anyway, so those are the band updates. Look, 5 minutes, can't do anything quickly. So today's video, the Beast, as I mentioned at the top of the vid, my mate Sean, the Beast, has hit 600 subs. He's probably way past, he's probably nearer 700 now. So he's done a little competition, a little contest, a little video idea anyway. So I'll link to his original video down below if you've not already seen it, which I'm sure you all have. But 3 questions in amongst this. Question 1, give me 2 albums that I have, that I love, that I haven't seen mentioned on other people's channels on the tubes. So that's question 1. Question 2, 2 albums or two records with a beast on the cover. Harder than I thought that was going to be, that one, but anyway, I found 2 examples. And question 3, anything else any ways that Sean can improve his channel, or anything else we'd like to see him mention or do videos of on his channel. So those are the 3 questions. So without further ado, let's crack on. Question 1, 2 albums that I have, that I love, that I don't see mentioned anywhere near enough on other YouTube channels. So anyway, I'm wearing the t-shirt because they've become a bit of irrelevance again. New stuff out, which I love. I love this band. I think they're ace. And I will not listen to any other thoughts on that. So with these in mind, this. I haven't got the vinyl of this either, because I think they only pressed it the once. It's cost a fucking fortune, and I'm waiting for a reissue. But for now, I'll have to make do with the CD. It is Deftones' Saturday Night Wrist. Is this their 5th album? I want to say 5th. Yeah, anyway, whatever it is. It was a fairly sort of... there was a lot of upheaval in the band at the time. This is sort of around the time that Chi, the bass player, had his accident and so on, and it was all up in the air. I might be getting my timelines wrong here, but there was the Eros album that they were writing when Chi had his accident, and that ultimately got shelved, and then they started writing this, or was it the other way around? Anyway, whatever it is. Saturday Night Wrist. Most people... The critics often talk about this album as one of the weakest links in Deftones' back catalogue. That's absolute nonsense. This is one of their best albums for me, personally. I think, yes, there's a bit of filler on it. There's a bit of filler on most Deftones albums, let's be honest. And that's coming from someone that thinks they're ace. But even White Pony's got a few filler tracks on there, really. I'm going to do a Deftones ranking at some point, whether you fucking want me to or not. It's going to happen. But this is right up there. It's definitely top 5. Anyway, I love it. There's so many great tracks on it. And this is really... It's that kind of... There's so much ambience on there. There's so much of that sort of shoegaze vibe that they're clearly big fans of. There's so much of that almost like heavy metal Depeche Mode thing that I think Deftones do brilliantly. And so many crackers on here. Hole in the Earth, Beware, Cherry Waves. What's the other one that I read? There's Combat's decent. Rats. Oh, Ken Dracula. Absolutely sensational album, and I don't see people mentioning this enough. Probably not this band enough for me, but this album in particular, it gets really bad rap for reasons unknown, because I think it's ace. But yeah, so my first to answer Sean's first question, albums that I love that I don't see enough on here: Saturday Night Wrist, Deftones, cracking album. The next one, a very recent addition actually, because I managed to pick it up dead cheap from... Came all the way from Sweden as well, on Discogs. And I've been after some of this band in my collection, other than digital, for ages. It is Valenfire with their second album, I'm going to say, Splinters. Yeah, second album. And their favourite of the 3, for me personally. But I like all 3, I really do. I think they're all decent, but this is the king of Valenfire albums for me. So many great songs in it. If you all should know about this. I mean, it's Greg McIntosh of Paradise Lost fame. One of his varied side projects. Almost the... I mean, he's got Strigoi on the go now as well, that I also love. Shout out Kris, shout out Ben. That I think a top band. And it's almost like the follow-on from Valenfire, really. I'd say there's faster moments in Valenfire than there is in Strigoi necessarily. But it's a very similar vibe. Really, really crusty, sludgy, horrible sounding guitar tones. I probably annoy Hamish to death, because of course Hamish, GODTHRYMM, Green Sabre fame, shout out Hamish. I'd like bend his ear most times when I see him about his bride days, about his Valentine days. What amps were you using on that? What guitars were you using on that? We're using 7 strings, blah blah, and all this fucking nonsense that probably drives him mad. But yeah, it's just the black vinyl pressing of this album. Like I say, I had to get it all the way from Sweden. Reasonably priced, but few and far between to find. I couldn't find any UK versions on vinyl. But yeah, I'll do the old Johnny Mac thing. He shows you lots and lots of physical stuff. I can't find the inlay now. Where is it? Is that it? There it is, yeah. There they all are down below. Greg looking a bit under the weather there. Which one's Hamish? Just see his little beard there. Nice one, Hamish. But yeah, I don't see this band mentioned near enough for how great they were. Valentine. Absolutely, like I say, 3 albums that they did in total. And this is the one to Scoot on this album. Shout out Scoot, by the way. I feel like he plays bass on this one. I've just had the inlay out and it'll tell me on there probably. But anyway, yeah, another one that is not mentioned anywhere near enough. Valentine. Right, I've wasted far too much time on question 1, as per always. But that's question 1 rounded off. 2 albums that I think are ace that I don't see enough on here. Okay, question 2. 2 albums with a beast on the cover. It's the definition of beast. You know, I've got like albums with vampires and various other things on the front of it, but is that strictly a beast? Is a demon a beast? Is the devil a beast? Anyway, so I've found 2 examples. My first one, actually, we'll go with this one first. My Dying Bride's Barguest and Whitby 12-inch. Absolutely sensational song, this, by the way. It's one song, split over the 2 sides with a nice little natural gap in the middle of it to fit beautifully on 2 sides of vinyl. Absolutely masterful song is this. It really, really is. I wish Bride would do more of this kind of thing, personally. I would, yeah, Dan, Andy, Lena, Neil, Sean, more of this kind of thing. Come on, let's have it. I love it. And yeah, the beast, of course, on the front cover is the Barguest, the black dog of famous, well, there's various famous English folklore tales with their own version of the Barguest or the ghost dog, the black dog, blah, blah, and all that. But this is, yeah, a fabulous telling of the Barguest of Whitby story, done in immaculate My Dying Bride style. Cracking album. Well, 12-inch, I should say. But it's probably long enough to... It's almost as long as Rain in Blood. And it's one song. Absolute belter. But yeah, that's my first with a beast on the cover. My second, and I don't know, it felt like a bit of a cop-out, but it's definitely a beast. It's this. Autopsy, for me, their finest hour. I mean, it's so close with Severed and this, but this just pips it for me. Yeah, Mental Funeral. And yeah, I don't really know how to describe that beast on the front, but it's beastly, whatever it is. Kind of like The Thing vibe from it, but yeah, that's a beastly cover if ever I saw one. So that's my answer to question 2. Question 3, probably very quick, really. Anything else that I'd like to see Sean discuss or do videos on the Beast channel? Not really. I mean, ultimately, you've got 600 subs this quickly because it's a really watchable channel. Knowledgeable guy, ace guy, great collection on that he displays, and yeah, I mean, you're doing a cracking job, Sean, so keep up the good work. Suggestions from me, do more film ones. What films are you into? Are you into films? Not that I'm bothered, do some film ones. Soundtracks, you know, maybe that kind of thing. Favourite soundtracks, favourite films, favourite games. Branch out. Stuff you hate as well. Liam, Def Doom Metalhead, shout out Liam. Recently did one where like 10 bands that he can't stand, that got some really pathetic responses in the comments, which did make me chuckle. But that was a really, really good video because I agreed with almost all of Liam's top 10 or sort of thing. But stuff like that, there is always time to whine about stuff you don't like. Hey, I've been doing it for 2+ years now, and it's very therapeutic. It's cathartic. My other suggestion, I don't know, urban street dance, rap battle tutorials. Thought about that. So yeah, let's see some of them, Sean. Right, that'll do for now. 15 minutes, short and sweet for me. It's probably still the longest of these fucking videos doing the rounds, but that'll do. Great video idea, Sean. And again, congrats on your 600 subs. Let's get me near 600 people. Like and subscribe if you haven't already done so. Until then, I'll see you when I do. I'll probably stop talking now because my throat's knacked. Thank you for watching. Later, guys.